Howdy-o, everyone! Lost Theater here, back in action for more Game Haul Attraction. That's right, we got a hefty haul here for both February and March. And boy, oh boy, it was a haul. Now, weren't it due? So let's go see these little babies. Oh. Sometimes the coolest stuff that you get at Goodwill are something that you just kind of pop in one day and you see that they actually have it. And this was one of them. $9.99. That is how much I paid for this Xbox 360 and this 360 controller. Oh wait, no. It was different. No, it didn't have a controller. I'm sorry. This is my own little thing that I got from my brother. So I lied to you. It was just this. That's all it was. Of course, there was actually something within this little Xbox 360 here, which is really cool and neat. Something that I just, every now and again, I see that a lot of Goodwill stuff people do, and that's not check inside the actual thing. And when I popped it out, lo and behold, American Tail was in it. A DVD of American Tail was in it. I don't know why that was the case, or anything, but I checked this thing out, and despite the fact that it does not have a little HD port to memory port, I suppose, to really get anything, it's really just remedied by just putting like a USB stick in here, and then you have memory right there and then. Aside from this little hitch right here where you can see that there's a memory card just kind of blocked right in, you actually can put other stuff in here. Everything else is fine. It works just fine as is, and in fact it's kind of it looks like my old 360, and actually the 360 I'm going to be using for a lot of my HDMI recording, because if you don't know, the 360 has a tendency to get stuck between either HDMI or its AV cables and whatnot. So if you don't have one or the other and you set it to the other, i.e. you have a HD cable but you do not have the AV cables and it's stuck on AV, that means you cannot turn this back to HDMI, which was just a problem for me. But now that I have a HDMI one all set and ready to go, I actually can use the 360 again. Really sad, but yeah, that's the case. Oh well. Suffice to say, I'm very happy to get another Xbox 360, especially for $10. I figured I was going to have to get the cords for it, but buying a new system, I'll take that too. Just really cool find that I got here. Then we also have here the splendiferous GameCube. And no, it did not come with a game itself. I was really hoping it did, or maybe $300 or something. In fact, we can look here. Nope, no $300. Like I see in other little spots and whatnot. It's an unfortunate tale, but it's the truth. There we go. One more shot at the big monos. Nope, nothing. I was hoping. Aww. Either way, I did get this GameCube for relatively cheap. I know it says $30 on there. That is not the case. I actually got it for half the price. I was able to do that little thing, and I was very, very happy to get that little half price on it, because GameCubes for $15, very good sale indeed. Very, very good sale. Unfortunately, it still has a little bit like smudge on it and whatnot, and you can obviously tell that this was not taken care of very well, but just well enough to be in its condition the way that it is. So I'm very happy that I have another GameCube and another 360. I had no idea what I'm going to do with this GameCube though, because largely you just need another Wii, not another GameCube, but it's nice to have as a thing. Yeah. Next up, we actually have a Best Buy purchase that I got, and I spent a lot of money on it because I was like, you know what, I really want to get Bayonetta, and I decided to get it, and it was really good. And there's Bayonetta 2 right there. Also has a little QR code. It's already used, so I mean, look at it all you want. Nothing's gonna happen. But it's just really cool that I like how Nintendo brought Bayonetta back on the Switch, and it could just sell itself for that little much and whatnot. Really wish I got the limited edition version, but they just didn't sell it in America, and I was very sad about that. Regardless, I am happy that I got Bayonetta for what I did, and I did get it for I think the $40 price or their $60 price. I forgot how much they sold it for. But anything to support Bayonetta and to get this thing on the Switch, most definitely, I'll take it. The other little thing that, as you can see here, is Senra Kagura Peach Beach Splash Edition. No shirts, no shoes, no all-service edition. Woo! Honestly, the biggest reason why I actually decided to pick this little thing up is because it was in its limited edition form, and it was still sitting there at the Best Buy shelf. So you know what? I was like, if there's any reason or chance that I would want to get it, and I'm a fan of the Senra Kagura series, I really am, and it's not for the obvious reasons. It really is, and I know it doesn't seem that way, but yes, it really is more than just one reason why you can like this series. I did like the idea of picking up the limited edition copy at a discounted price, and I'm pretty sure I got it for even more of a discounted price because I got this for just $60 in comparison to the usual bit, which is really, really good stuff there. Love that little bit, loved it to death. So getting this whole entire thing was definitely just a really nice little find that I got there, and I was just like, if it's still there when I pick up Bayonetta, I'll get it. And it was, and I was like, oh no, there goes all my money. Thankfully this was in early February and whatnot, and I just was like, might as well go get stuff anyway. So yeah, that's the little story to this little edition box thing, which I'm kind of surprised that I did get it. It's completely sealed too, as you can see. I'm gonna have to open that one day and ruin a lot of people's dreams and hopes, but you know, it's what I do. I play games. Yeah. But yeah, that was my Best Buy haul of this little thing. So thankfully you won't be seeing much Best Buy. It's pretty much all Goodwill or swapmeets from here on out. The little consoles were also Goodwill, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, I like my little purchase that I got at Best Buy. Kind of hefty, but you know, it was worth it. Despite, you know, those little nitpicks things. Yeah. These next huge amount of games here, they're all $1. I got them all for $1, and I was just like, this is insanity. This is complete insanity. In fact, I'm sitting down for this one because it's just too much. But as you can tell, I have Rock Band now on the 360, which is something that I actually did not have. I probably won't keep that in all honesty, but it's nice to have this little thing for like $1. Like it's full out and whatnot, and just all these things have their thing to it. Rainbow Six being another little thing that's just like, oh, okay, cool. Weird little bit. Rainbow Vegas having all this stuff, including a little pamphlet right here. What is that? 5 free maps? Oh snap! I got a Gears of War 2 map pack thing. And I also got a bonus disc for Tom Clancy's End War. Surely that won't bomb. Surely. Jeez Louise. We also have Moto GP 07. That's how freaking old these games are, I swear. Just, who would play it? I don't know. I don't know who would play any of this. Apparently somebody that put their 360 is like, I don't use it anymore. And with the games that they have here, I don't blame them. And believe me when I say I don't plan to keep this game at all. I am just aware FIFA was, you know, a thing. Also, yeah, the Blockbuster quality guaranteed. I was like, you know what? Blockbuster knows what they're doing. Yeah, something like that. Then we also have Blazing Angels 2, Secret Mission in World War II. All of these have their instruction booklets into it. And they're all 360 games, so that means, I guess, easy achievement points or something. I don't know. Honestly, I just got them because they're $1. Like, all these games were $1. I know what they say, but I got them at their little discounted price of, like their little tag sale and whatnot they got going on there. And I love when I get on tag sales, because that means I could do these things. I could buy games I normally would not buy, because I'll tell you right now, if I just spend $5 on any of them, I would get none of them. But $6 on all of them, I'll get all of them. Yeah, I know it seems like I'm kind of just buying stuff to buying stuff, and yeah, he'd be right, in a way. This is probably the only game that I'd probably give any kind of, like, maybe $5, maybe? Because I did buy it before. And on top of that, it even has a little instruction booklet and everything. But Big Brain Academy is still a decent game, from what I remember. But it was probably the best part of this little haul here. that I got. It's kind of ridiculous the way that it is. But I did decide to get some of these other games like Jeopardy, which doesn't have a manual and whatnot. I decided to get Jeopardy and Smarty Pants because I figured they're just stupid little games that I could play with friends, like a one take. And if that means that I had to spend $1 on it, I would gladly do that. If it just literally provides for one evening of entertainment, literally one evening of entertainment, it is worth $1. Anything more than that, I would feel ripped off. But we also have Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which I did not know was on the Wii. Very, very weird. Also, no, it's just torn completely. Yeah. Weird little thing, but I know Lego Star Wars is actually a good set of games. So I was like, you know what? For $1, for just having this cover and whatnot, I'd give it a go. I would. And it has an instruction booklet too, so I was like, might as well do it. Like, Lost, don't drag your feet on this. You're gonna regret it later. And of course we have another Blazing Angels. I don't know what's with this person, if that was the same person, because well, I don't know what the Blazing Angel franchise is, but apparently there was enough. Like, there was enough to have 2 of them. I'm guessing this is the first one and this is the second one. Because legit, I might have the whole entire series right here. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have absolutely no care for the series whatsoever. But that's what Goodwill games will do to you. You'll just get all these dollar games and you'll be like, oh, I got all the good stuff. And just, it's all bull plop, complete and utter bull plop. Suffice to say though, it was kind of worth it. It was kind of worth getting these all for $1. I'd probably say that FIFA's probably the only one that's not worth it, mainly because most people just... The camera went off as soon as I was making my point here. It's this. This is the one that's not really worth it, because FIFA isn't really played a whole bunch on these things, and you can get a better FIFA copy or whatever. Everything else has some sort of merit, even like the Moto RPG and the Blazing Angels, as much as I'm probably not going to play it. But for the most part, like, yeah, that's the only one I really don't see myself playing at all. So, I mean, I hope it proves me wrong to some degree, but I really doubt it, honestly. I really doubt that situation. Alright, let's move on to the next one, shan't we? So roaming on the Goodwill vibes here, I just want to let you all know that I got it with this GameCube right here. So they were actually half off in comparison to what they say on here, because I got a GameCube for half off. I got these as well. I got another Simpsons Road Rage, which I'm kind of surprised that I actually don't have the other one, Simpsons Hit and Run, and I actually was able to get that at some point. I messed that up so badly. Regardless, it does have a little manual in it, and it is Simpsons Road Rage, which if you've ever played this game, pretty decent game for the most part. It's just kind of surprising how good it actually is for a Simpsons game. They just don't have the best reputation and whatnot. But what I am happy to find, in all honesty, I'm not even lying about this, 50 Cent Bulletproof. Did you know 50 Cent made a game? Did you know he made 2 games? Did you know this is the first game that he made? Because it is. It's so weird. It's so weird that he has 2 different games. I don't even know what this is about, but you betcha that I actually want to play it and everything. The actual disc is pretty fine in little wear and whatnot. And I know the second one has him going like Iraq and like beating up the terrorists and stuff, and it's just like, it's so weird. It's so utterly weird. I'm just like, this is a game that I want to play. I want to play this game. It's so absurd to have a rapper like do all these things. It's supposed to be like GTA or some sort, or whatever this mess is. It's interesting to me. And for $2.50, I was like, get it, buy it, I need it now. So yeah, I'm very glad that I got these little things at Goodwill, and it's been very good Goodwill shopping. In all honesty, I will tell you that much right now. Best Buy was just a nice little interesting find, but Goodwill, whew, it brings a punch sometimes that I don't see coming a mile away, and it has me going to where I want to get all my games for super cheap, and I'm very much like that. I'm just like, I know I shouldn't, but I want to. So here it is, another game from Goodwill, Sonic Unleashed. Now Sonic Unleashed, I'm not sure if you all know this or not, I actually am a big fan of the game. I think it's one of the best Sonic games out there, in all honesty, when it comes to 3D. And it is definitely one of the games out there I think a lot of people should play. And I'm not just saying that because the day levels are super fun, but also because Werehog is actually, let's put it as decent as it is. It's a different way to play Sonic for sure, and I definitely agree that it's very obtuse and off-putting, but it works. It works for what it does do. And for the most part, it's pretty fun and exciting. I did get this for $4.99, but to be fair, if you actually were to buy Sonic Unleashed today, you're probably gonna have to spend like $20 for it. And I actually already have Sonic Unleashed, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with this, because I actually don't want to keep it, but I might sell it. I don't know. Freaking something's gonna happen. I do have to double check to make sure the game works, but with the way PS3 games work, everybody, just so you all know, they are Blu-ray, so they are very, very hard to scratch, even with like what it has going on here. Like, you really don't have to worry a whole bunch about it. So I'm hoping that rings true and whatnot, and I don't have to like deal with anything bad. But I don't know. I have to double check on it, and then when I double check on it, I'm gonna actually see if I could do something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I do want to start doing things, I suppose, is the best way to say it. Regardless, Sonic Unleashed, if you haven't given it a go, please do. Like, you'd be surprised how much you would actually like it if you're just so off-put with it before. I would not say this is $20 buy, though. I would not say it's a $20 buy. 15? Yeah, I could give you that. I could give a $15 buy for Sonic Unleashed, but anything else, I don't know. I don't know. Now, here was something that I was especially surprised to see at my Goodwill, and these are the Pokemon mangas. And if you don't know, these Pokemon mangas are actually written pretty freaking well, and they follow, I think it's by the name of Red and whatnot, and this person right here is Green. Can we get like a... We probably will have like a little like glossary decks of just like, these are the characters and whatnot, if I could find it. There we go. So there's like yellow, all that such, all the gym leaders, red, blue, green. Weirdly enough, she's blue in the Japanese version, he's green in the Japanese version, so they kind of mix it up right there. But effectively enough, it is kind of a hardcore manga when you get into this. It does not pull back on a lot of the things that it can do, and you'd be surprised how well of a read it is. You really would be. And as you can see, the manga has actually gone on for quite some time. We have a gold and silver version of it, as well as a heart gold and soul silver version of the actual story itself here too. And it's not like just like one little side story. It is a full out continuation of the stories and whatnot, and like these all come together, and it's just really, really cool. Like, I'll see if I can find some like really cool things that are in the Pokemon manga to kind of show you like what happens in each individual one to a certain degree, just how crazy it gets out there. But for the most part, I guess you have to kind of just have to take my word for it when it comes to the whole entire. This is worth reading. This is a very exciting thing to actually have. And I got every single one of them for $1.99, which is kind of an insane price to get any kind of manga or comic or anything like that. Because, hey, these things will actually provide a good amount of entertainment. I'm actually looking forward to, like, reading all these and just, like, seeing what happens throughout. This is, like, the first full adventure of just, like, Red's story, and then it goes immediately to Yellow's story. And then, after that, it kind of wanders off. But Gold and Silver should be next, and then we have, this should be like far off in the distance, because they did like Ruby and Sapphire, and they also did I think Emerald, as well as the Diamond and Pearl games. And it's pretty cool because in the Ruby and Sapphire version, Sapphire is actually May, like the May character in that group, but she's like a wild beast, and she does like all the Pokemon battles, and the guy Ruby is he's like all into competitions and ribbons and stuff like that. And it's a really cute dynamic, and I love it. And that's kind of like actually one of the ones that I do want to get in terms of like, this is connected to Ruby and Sapphire that I actually would want to like read and stuff like that. I really need to read it again. But suffice to say, getting all this for $2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whoo, $20 right there, boom. Got this manga series going on here for Pokemons, and just like, well, I guess I'm a Pokemon reader for the mangos. I guess that happened. I did not suspect that, I'll tell you that much. When I walked in that Goodwill, no sir, no miss, no But please, if you do ever find a Pokemon manga, or you're very interested in it, please look it up. It is more than a good read. It's more than that. It's kind of insane how much attention to detail they actually put into these manga series and whatnot. And just, it's kind of a shame that they're kind of overlooked by the games, which is weird. But yeah. And here we have our little swap meet purchases. Just so you all know, Canola 2 is actually a pretty good find that I got, because I actually got it for $7. Unfortunately, I was only able to get the case itself, no instruction manual, and the little thing is, yeah, it's kind of a skew, so I'm probably gonna like switch out one of these cases or whatever for a better looking case. But suffice to say, I got it for a good price. Canola 2 is like $24 on Amazon, and it's kind of insane how much it actually is in comparison to its actual fan base. And what I mean by that is that it just doesn't get as much praise as it probably should. Canola 2 is definitely an underrated game series. Not just a game, as a series as a whole. Not a lot of people pay attention to Canola 2, or rather Canola. Canola 2? I guess that works. And this is one of the games that I'm probably going to be playing by the time this video either comes up, or I'll already be finished with it by the time you're actually viewing this. Because I've been meaning to play this game. It's the only game of the Canola series that I have not played yet. I played all the GBA games except for like the Japanese exclusive one. And I've played the Wii version of it. I had not played the PlayStation version of it, now that I think about it, but it's nearly the same game in that sense. Suffice to say, I've always liked Canola as a character design. Just like, I like how he kind of looks like this regular kid that's like determined and whatnot. And he's kind of like Kirby in a lot of ways. How Kirby is like always like fighting these like mystical like nightmare bosses that will destroy the infinite universe, and you have to stop them in time, while at the same time also being kind of a kiddie game where it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna explain this because my name's Canola, and I'm like, oh jeez. It's off-putting at first, but when you get further and further into the game series and whatnot, it's actually pretty freaking fantastic and fascinating, and just makes me very, very happy for the series as a whole. And I really, really wish Namco would give Canola more attention nowadays. I wish that he would come out again. They market him heavily. He starts becoming a household name, but this is kind of it for the buddy. Canola 2 was pretty much his last like swan song, which is kind of sad because we even got a Wii version of the original Canola, and just people did not buy it. They did not buy it at all. I'm just like, oh, this hurts me so. But suffice to say, I can't wait to play this game. I really can't wait to play this game. It's Canola! Canola 2! And I'm so glad I found it for $7, because I did not want to pay $24. Like, no thank you. But I did pay a lot for this next one. Ooh, Mario Party 3! Okay, you may be wondering, Lost, how much did you pay for it? That's how much I paid for it. Now, usually I tend to be very good on my game sales dealies and whatnot, and I will tell you right now, that is a vastly good deal for this game. $45 doesn't sound like it, but it is. The reason why? Mario Party 1 and 3, both of those, 1 and 3, are not on the Virtual Console, and they have not been re-released in any shape or form at all. So that means Mario Party 2, Mario Party 4, Mario Party 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, they're a lot easier to get in comparison to the 64 versions because of the time and release date and whatnot. So we have a really big problem with Mario Party 3. Mario Party 3, I'm sure, was kind of like a short run cycle sort of situation. Mario Party 4 probably got a larger amount or something like that. I'll have to look it up, but as far as I'm concerned, this is like the go-to Mario Party. If you were to get a Mario Party game in terms of just like how rare is it, I would say Mario Party 3 is your key. I'm not saying it's the best one. I think the best one is Mario Party DS, but I had not played this game. This is just going on the fact that I played Mario Party 5, Mario Party 9, I think. No, 10. Mario Party 10, and Mario Party 1 and 2. And I like Mario Party 1 a whole bunch. 2 was pretty good too. 10 sucked. Just all those little situations. Why can't Mario Party be more like this again? Why can't they make Mario Party great again? Suffice to say, though, I'm very happy for what I got here. I'm glad that I got this little thing for the price that I did, and I got it from some local sellers that are at this little swap meet area and whatnot. They're called Fighters Corner, I believe. So if you ever like go over there, they do have really good prices. Like, legitimately enough, they do their research, but they're pretty fair when it comes to all that situation and whatnot. So a quick shout out to them, because I've been doing a lot of gaming deals and whatnot with them for quite some time, and I feel like I don't give them enough of a proper shout out, in all honesty. So yeah, if you ever see this place called Fighters Corner at a swap meet, that's where I've gone before. It's pretty fun, pretty great. I like this game. I like how it has this little box too. Although I'll probably use this for something else, because I got myself a custom game case for this as well. Because I love me custom game cases. Ooh. Alright, this next place that I got my stuff was actually at this place right here. My friend and I, we actually traveled pretty freaking far to go get to it. It's called M&M Games. Special M&M edition. They have a nice little thing going on here and whatnot. I'm not sure if this deal is still available because, you know, time, placement, using and whatnot. But I do want to give more shout outs to my local game shops and whatnot. Quote unquote, little game shops, I guess it would be the better way to phrase it for this. Don't pay attention to the actual like prices of these, because I got these games in particular as a little special edition thing where they're just like, yeah, we're selling these games for $5. It was like 3 for $5, and I was like, yeah, I'll get it. Mainly I got these games because they just looked rather interesting in comparison, not because I think they're actually good. And if you ever video game collecting and whatnot, you tend to want to do that. You want to get the most unique games as possible and see just what the heck the Abyss has for you. Just really just find that for you right there. I will say that out of all the little game shops that I've been to, which is not a lot. Let me phrase that quite well. It's not a lot. I would say it's a handful. But Special M&M Games does have the widest selection that I've seen so far. And I do want to mention that. So, yeah. It has that nice little bit and piece to it. Also, really cool thing here. Got Guilty Gear Judgment. It's a PSP game. Got it for $9.99. That is the price that it was sold for me for. Really cool because I like myself some Guilty Gear. We also got my girl Bacon right there. And apparently they get even more in Guilty Gear X2 when you have this or something. I don't know what this whole situation's about, but suffice to say, you people don't see me get a lot of PSP games. And I'll just like, out of all the PSP games that I could probably get, this would probably be one of them that I would want to get. I just like having a lot of these interesting games that are just like never really around anymore, and I probably won't ever find again. And Guilty Gear, I feel, is such an underrated series as far as things go, and it makes me sad that it's not nearly as much attentive as some other various fighting games and whatnot. But yes, that's pretty much what I got at this little establishment here. Maybe I'll go back and look to get some more things, but I know my buddy, he got some pretty good games over there. He really did. He found little nice deals and whatnot. So yeah, pretty cool. So as per usual, let's just give it a nice little go around again. Just all these lovely little games that I got here. And I'm kind of surprised again how many things I get when I let things pile on. This is just 2 months, and I'm just like, I thought February would have been fine as a little thing. Like, no, we'll just have this little thing and this little thing. And it may be like a little small thing, but it will get something. People will watch it and stuff like that. But then I go to this and just like, well, yeah. And I'm just like, oh no, I'm recording this in March where I got more games and yeah. I'm not saying it's gonna trump it, but god dang, dude. If I let this go on for more than 2 months for like collecting things and whatnot, I think it's just gonna pile on tremendously to the point where just I can't handle it. So yeah. Well, so like every month or so, I'll be trying to do these game haul things once again, just to kind of like get this going. I love doing these things. I love sharing you all these little awesome deals that I find. And please, if you do, go visit these little local game shops or little game shops, and also check your Goodwills often. You'd be surprised. You really would. Until next time, though, everybody. Sayonara. Bye bye.